if parents want it to be found.
Tanya just gives him like the dirtiest glare.
That
You actually.
Thank you, Johnson.
You actually see anger in her eyes for that comment.
Ooh, I don't think we should get involved in that one.
Is this why we don't do introductions?
Let's not.
I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit and go look for an alcoholic beverage, and then I'm gonna give it to Tanya.
You already have one in
That's
your
gonna
hand.
be funny.
Actually, as you go to hand the miner your beverage, because you all were handed a beverage.
Well, do you remember she actually drank it?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it was handed to her, she drank it before when we ended the game last session.
Yeah.
Oh. Actually, hold on. Let's see.
He downed it, or she downed it before the
All right.
waitress.
So you go to give her another one?
I'll try and do it, not
Sleight of hand.
overtly. Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, this is gonna be horrible. Yeah.
Okay. You kind of side hand the drink to Tanya.
And I'll say that's for the parent comment. I think you need it.
She's gonna knock that back.
You go to tip it back. Milk.
She's a little disappointed, but knocks it back anyway.
Fair enough.
I tried.
There's like a little bit of residue on the glass. It's almost like a kind of like a dirty White Russian.
Nice.
Alright, so I have to confirm what constitutes a minor in this one. What is the legal drinking age?
Well, none of you actually know this. Actually, so here, let's see. Sora's never rolled for this before. I don't think Jason's made this roll yet. Sora and Jason make history checks.
Me?
Yeah, just in general.
You're asking me to make an intelligence roll.
Yep. So you guys have no idea where you are, other than you're at a casino.
Mm-hmm. Would I have had disadvantage on that?
Yeah, you didn't need disadvantage. Don't worry.
All my rolls, 2 of them so far have been under 10.
But yeah, don't forget. Oh, it's just the two of you. I think it's just Jasper and Tanya are also bitten by the casino bug.
Yeah. Is this the black? This is a blackjack table here?
Wait, real quick.
There's numerous different things depending what you want to play. You just basically tell me what you want to play.
Tanya's gonna.
We roll the charisma saves ourselves. Sorry.
Did you roll one already? Yeah. Just roll it.
I joined late. I was muted for a bit.
Yeah, just roll a charisma save.
Just making sure because I was safe for a second.
So yeah.
You are also bitten by the bug. You love this place. It is the best place you've ever been. Why didn't you come here earlier? There's food, games, drinks, entertainment. You never want to leave.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that happened to the paladin.
So Tanya's gonna.
I literally can't have anything happen to me. I can't drink, can't eat. I have no money. This is gonna be hilarious.
It won't compel you to commit
being
crime.
at this place might literally cost you an arm and a leg.
Writing that down.
There's things. Somebody here needs to say sober.
Don't give him ideas.
And he's going to look for some coffee, and then in real life, I'm going to go make some coffee.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have coffee with a liqueur.
Ooh.
There you go. All right,
Jasper,
the bar.
Looking around, is there any physical games other than card and blackjack?
Roll a perception check. Tanya, you could roll in too. You were kind of looking around for stuff. You are currently at the front desk, Jasper. to the hotel.
Yeah, so he's gonna go ask the front desk.
Oh, if you're gonna ask them, they can just tell you. They have a few different games. Roulette. They have liar's dice, blackjack. They can come up with basically anything we can find an online generator for. That's that. She also said you also happen to be in luck. Our fortune teller is in today as well.
Ooh.
And if you are interested, there are other forms of entertainment available depending on your availability.
Keep that fortune teller away from my character.
Let's say go
I'm
on.
interested in. Sorry, go ahead.
What other forms are there, and what does my availability need to be?
Roll a persuasion check. You big old Goliath. Just kind of looks at you. She's like, I think you'd be best served, and she points north towards the bar. She's like, they can get you all the food and drink you want.
Wait,
Not
Jasper
much
still
of
has foresight. Is he gonna be super good at gambling?
Oh no. Oh
Oh, no.
no.
Is he Rain Man?
He's gonna get thrown out for cheating.
Oh my goodness, I like this.
Oh,
I'm not much of an indulgent on food and drink. You know, it goes right to the hips.
Kind of like looks you up and down. I can see that.
Yeah, so I prefer to get my stress out in other forms, and I kind of pat my axe.
Roll a persuasion check.
Well, there are
One
ladies
more.
of the evening over there.
Actually, before you roll that, hold on. You are next to it all. I do have shenanigans magic too. Illusion Wizard. What can we do to help you out?
I was hoping it would be more of an intimidation check.
You want it to be an intimidation check? Up to you. You can either persuade him to show that you are a capable fighter, or you can kind of.
Scare them into thinking I'm one.
Yep.
I'll do intimidation.
All right, roll an intimidation check. Okay. So as you kind of like bring the axe out, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Joel kind of leans in. Probably not the best bet.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't
And
trying.
he kind of motions like to the sky and like around. He just kind of pats you. And he's like, what my friend was trying to say, and he's gonna pat you on the shoulder really quick and cast. Let's see. I had it. Where'd it go?
Yeah, are they both at the bar right now?
They're at the front desk.
What's everybody else doing? So I know where the hell I'm supposed to be.
So he is going to use a second level spell slot to cast a dazzling charm. So,
I smile, my teeth glisten.
actually, technically, he cast it on her, but you attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It makes a wisdom saving throw with its advantage, if advantage for fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, the humanoid is charmed by a third humanoid you designate that both you can see. The spell ends after 1 minute when any of your companions do anything harmful, blah, 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 or if the third humanoid disappears from their sight.
That's an amazing spell.
The charmed creature regards this third creature as a friendly acquaintance and will follow it and keep it within sight. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was dazzled by you and regards the third creature favorably. Ooh, so it still likes you regardless. It just knows that I charmed it.
So it likes me.
Well, if it makes its save. Which it does not. So yes, She just kind of looks at you and kind of puts the hand on the axe. That's a really big axe.
It is, isn't it? I trying to show it at her, and I'm flexing as I do it. It makes my muscles look huge.
Kind of like touches your muscles.
Yeah,
Oh. Wow.
they're real. I didn't buy them at all.
So you want to fight in the pits?
Pits?
You wanted to fight for money, right?
I do like money, and I do like fighting.
She's like, come this way. And she's going to walk you.
I'm following.
Oh, I'm following.
Oh, right now? Okay.
Same here.
It only lasts a minute.
I'm following as well. Because, yeah.
I'm following to the pit.
So Jalal's kind of like hurrying you guys across the floor, like, come on, come on, come on, come on. All those that are kind of there. You are heading currently to this door.
Ari's gonna look at her drink and then. What does her beverage look like?
Whatever you want. They have options, and they basically just walk around. It's very much like our casinos. They just want you to spend money.
And get drunk. But not too drunk.
Just drunk
Go
enough.
down her drink and then set
You
it.
gotta be able to
first.
stand and keep
Right.
spending. As you guys go over here, you see this hallway currently has about 4 guards in it. As the woman walks up, kind of speaks with the one at the door. Like, yes, my friend here. Kind of look.
I smile.
Who are these two?
They're my cheerleaders.
Yeah, they're
Excuse you.
cheerleaders.
I look at him like, what?
Ah, no.
And she's
You
like,
are-
please.
You are a leader, my friend, and you are full of chair. Is that correct?
Oh. He rainmakes you with his. He still has his buff. All right, so they begin letting you guys through. So you would go downstairs if you would like.
Yeah, I do. This motherfucker Jasper, I swear to God.
All right, so the 4 of you will just put over here. I'll give you in a second to the other map.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
Just knock you guys there. All right, so while they're heading downstairs, what did you say you're doing, Ari?
And she's looking at her drink, downing it, and then she's wandering over to the counter.
Well, currently, there's no one at the front desk.
Yeah.
The front desk person just walked away.
Go through the
Mhm.
files.
Are there chairs here, or?
There are some chairs you can sit around. There's also like a little lobby kind of behind the desk, which typically is reserved for people staying there, but there's no one here to stop you.
Go get some cheese.
She's just gonna sit at one of the chairs, leaning the desk and looking kind of sad.
Take all the complimentary mints. No one can stop you.
Def would love to be here in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna help her mood.
All right, so you're just gonna sit and wait at the front desk? Oh,
Mhm.
bar hoppers, what are you guys doing?
What'd you say?
Getting our drink on.
Getting your drink on. So you walk up to the bar. You see several patrons. There is a group of people currently occupying the larger tables. Roll perception checks for me, both of you. It's hard to kind of see
Scanner
around
under
players.
Ari.
Jason, you kind of have a good point of view. There's no one really blocking you. That pillar's kind of getting in her way a little bit. These individuals apparently are playing some sort of game at this table. Looks like they have like small little figures and dice and strange little paintings that they laid flat on the table.
Really?
You also see behind the bar, there's a large half-orc bartender. There's also, hold on, let me get my staff notes. And then there's a dwarven female, non-bearded, unfortunately, that is kind of taking orders and serving food in this establishment at the moment. She kind of walks up to you. Oh, what can I get you?
I would like a wine and whatever the pretty lady next to me wants.
Okay. Looks
A wine
over.
as well.
Fair enough. 2 wines. She looks
Thank
over
you.
at the bartender. Where'd he go? There's 2 wines. Not the cheap stuff. The good stuff. Roll an insight check really quick. Jason would be more experienced with this. I don't think Leah has them.
This place doesn't have cheap stuff.
This place has great service.
I just raise an eyebrow at Jason and chuckle.
The half-orc walks over and puts a glass of wine in front of each of you. He just kind of goes back. All right, you got drinks. Anything else you want to do at the bar? You heading anywhere else?
Not yet.
Fair enough.
Taking a break. We did fight a war today. Having a chat.
You did fight a war today. Let's see. Map 2. Are you back yet, Thers? He's might still getting his coffee.
Map 2.
That's the fun map.
I heard fighting pit and I'm all in.
We literally fought a war today. You're already ready to go again.
Yeah.
See everything. I didn't get to fight. I was dumbfounded throughout most of it.
No, you get to fight.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep. How did we get here?
I only
Tell
participated
you
for
when you're
a few
older.
hours.
I fell
I
asleep
didn't
like
get
the last half an hour of session. Apparently caught on fire.
All right. So, I believe it was. Well, that's Thers when he gets back. Jasper, you were going downstairs.
Things will be great.
I also dropped the map for everybody.
Mm.
Jalal. Tanya, did you go down?
No, she's at the blackjack table. She wants to do blackjack.
I'll give you some blackjack in a second.
That's the room.
And Max.
That's the room where we could have become pirates.
It's all
Really
your fault,
a
Dev.
missed opportunity, in my opinion.
You look as you get down here. You see some people.
Oh.
Love people.
Sitting over at this side table, you see a small goblin. And you see people kind of sitting across. It looks like he's taking bets.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Oh, back.
You look behind the bar. Bartender's a little bit different. Actually, a purple-skinned tiefling, oddly enough. Let's see who else is still down here. Ooh, and because they never left, I have to pull out a different book.
It's time for a shot. For good luck in this fighting pit.
Don't worry, what's the worst thing that could happen? I know I have these things. There it is.
Cheers, Jasper. Good luck, bro.
Thanks.
You
More
see
time. I don't need it.
two individuals at the bar that are currently sharing drinks. One of them appears to be a soldier of some sort. If you want to see if you're familiar with where they're from or what their rank may be, you can roll investigation checks or history checks or something.
Nope.
Up to you if you, yeah. You're not sure of where they're from, Jasper, or necessarily what their rank is, but they look important. Their armor's very nice, and they give off the aura of a skilled combatant. The individual next to them, kind of darker skin, finely dressed, silks and fine clothes, lots of jewelry, just seems to be talking to him. Probably some sort of merchant or politician.
Mm.
And then you see a couple of other people, maybe they look like they're potential fighters, also down here. At this point, the spell wears off.
Uh-oh. He might need to leave.
She kind of turns around. Oh god.
Oh god.
Hold on. He's just going to kind of step back, and you watch his hand kind of glow a bunch of different colors of light, and you just watch him fade. Turns and looks at you guys. What are we doing? Excuse me.
Did he just cast Modify Memory on my invisibility?
And he just looks over, she looks over at you, Jeff, and she's like, oh, pleasure to see you. She just kind of like smacks you on the butt, and she walks past the other two. Just like, she's considered
charm.
very friendly. He gets a good effect. It's only Jalal that she gets pissed at.
Yeah.
Great spell.
That's a great spell.
Might have to learn that one sometime.
Yeah. Thanks, kind lady. Didn't catch your name, but you're always in my heart. And I'm saying that with like two fingers pointing at her. Like,
Fair enough. All right. So, the three of you are down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mingle kind of over by the soldier and the politician. See if I can overhear any of their conversation.
Sure. Roll a perception check. Okay. You listen to them for a minute. The soldier seems to be speaking about some sort of concern he has with some sort of current event. You're not really sure what event it is yet. But basically, he seems to be very concerned about the stability of kind of all of the larger nations and their alliances. Like, that kind of sounds important. So you kind of listen for another second. The other individual mentions that his people think it could be a great benefit is these alliances were always kind of dubious at best. You wouldn't know who this individual or where he'd be from. You're too far north. You come to learn that some sort of king has died. They don't specifically mention which one, but apparently it has some sort of large scale political and economic impact. And they speak about that tribute that was upstairs appears to be that. They also mentioned the word Tyros.
Purist?
Tyros. Tyros.
Oh, Purist. Does that do I have any knowledge of what that is?
Unfortunately, no. You come from the land of the vice.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed, apparently.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just me putting stuff together.
Yeah. So who do I gotta talk to get into that battle pit?
Roll an insight check. Kind of read the room.
I'd be interested to do that too. It's okay.
Since you guys are together, I mean, his roll is good enough for the both of you.
Okay.
If you had to wager guess, the goblin or the bartender would probably be the best people to kind of seek that out with.
You know, I've never talked to a goblin before. This should be fun.
All right. So you guys head over. We'll pause you there for a second. We'll go back up top. Theris, what are you wanting to do? So we have some people that found a fighting pit down below. You can go with them if you wanted. That's where they are right now. There's also people kind of enjoying some drinks up at the bar, and then the child is going to gamble at the table. And Ari's sitting patiently at the front desk.
Let me see.
Let me get a cookie. I'll be right back.
Ari, you hear a voice next to you really quick. And you see a key drop. Your room. And you kind of see Jalal fade in next to you. He kind of looks back and you see the front desk girl coming back across the floor. It's like, gotta go.
If that was directed towards me, everything went robotic.
I'm gonna go watch the gambling, see how that goes on. I'm just gonna
He
sit
dropped,
back and sip on a drink and just kind of
Fair
watch
enough.
things.
He gave you a room key. He got rooms for all of you. Or at least whatever rooms they had.
Okay. Yeah, if that was directed towards me,
I think you roboted out as I roboted out for you.
yeah, as I was trying to say, I didn't.
Can everyone else hear me, or
catch
is it just
very
you?
much of
Yeah.
it.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
It's probably my internet is acting up right now. If you look at the chat, I'm sure you'll notice.
The front desk girl is coming back.
Okay. You said Jaral dropped a key in front of Ari and said this
Yep.
was for her room.
Gave you a key,
Uh,
and then vanished as he saw the girl coming back.
but where are the rooms?
As she walks back up, she looks at you. Oh, they're right back here, and she points towards the lobby behind her.
Thank you.
Tanya, you
Yes.
walk up to the table. How are you pulling this off, kiddo?
I didn't see any age restriction signs.
Didn't see any age restriction signs.
I'm gonna walk
What
up.
do you do?
Gonna walk up that one that's like 1 gold for bets, and I'm just gonna slam a gold on the table and say, "Deal me."
The gentleman kind of looks at you. How old are you?
20, 21.
Roll a deception check.
I found out Jason's never really been to the city, so I'm going to follow him around, get him a couple of drinks, help him out.
All right, he's up at the bar with Leah. There's currently also a D&D game going on at the large table.
Is it reverse D&D?
Don't know.
Like they're playing real people?
They're playing you guys. Playing again.
bureaucrats and
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's it called? What's that?
They're all accountants. Did you file that form? Roll your dice. Counting is hard. It's
No
just math.
promotion.
Guys.
They're playing bureaucrats and briefcases.
Yeah. Oh no, I got demoted. Oh.
They can't.
Sure.
B&B is already trademarked.
As you walk into the lobby, you hear a voice shout out to you. Hello? Excuse me? Over
I
here?
assume Ari or
You hear like a small gnomish woman's voice. I just cannot do a small gnomish woman's voice right
around.
now. You look over here. And you see a small gnome woman, probably middle-aged gnomish looking. Very fine dress. Currently sitting there with a closed book in her lap.
Hi.
Yes, hi. Was my lunch ready yet?
I don't work here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw your outfit and assumed. My apologies. She's like, come, sit.
It's all right.
Come, sit on my couch. I have a warm blanket. Come, sit. Enjoy. You can have lunch with me. It's like, I was just reading my book. It's a mystery book.
I should really get to my room and drop my stuff off.
Oh, pish posh. You can hang out here. Your room will be there. And she kind of whistles. Andre! And you see this guy kind of run in. Yes? Take her bags to her room, please. Right away, miss. He just kind of like grabs your backpack. Starts heading down. There! Sit. Let me tell you about my book. And she proceeds to go on about this book she's been reading for the next 15 minutes. So bless you right there. It's a very detailed retelling of the story. Tanya,
Yes.
you wait a second as man in his probably mid-20s walks up and puts his hand on your shoulder. Excuse me, kiddo.
That's a miss.
Oh, my pardon, miss. And he kind of takes a bow. You do need to be accompanied by an adult if you are going to be on the casino floor. And unfortunately, you are not allowed to gamble in this region. And he kind of like looks around.
Takes out a cat. This is my adult.
He just kind of looks at you. Do you have any family?
What did he ask? Do I have any family?
Uh-huh.
I'm currently looking for them.
Oh, where did you see them last?
I'm shopping around.
I don't even think it's on this plane of existence.
Oh, how did you get here?
That's a good question because I don't even know myself.
He's
It's
like,
awesome.
come with me, and he kind of leads you over towards the front desk, and he just kind of like sits you down, and he gives you like a nice non-alcoholic drink. And he's like, wait here, I'm going to get you help.
I
And you
don't
hear,
think
like,
we
front
can
door.
the help she needs.
You hear some lady down the hallway telling a story, and you just kind of like tune it out, like, oh my gosh, wow. Fire people. How you guys all doing?
I'm sitting back being amused.
Yeah, watching the chaos for the most part.
Attempting to start a conversation.
Yes, you can, Tanya.
What do you need?
Absolutely.
What kind of role do you need?
Are you wanting to kind of like investigate more, or are you like wanting to tinker with it?
I want to try and. I know I can use it as a bludgeoning tool. I want to see if I can use it for anything else other than that. So
Sure.
Is it-
Well,
see, that's the problem. I always think tinkering is also part of investigating.
well, it kind of depends too. So it's kind of so like you could use if you're building something, it's more dexterity based with like your fingers and hands. However, like as you're thinking about it, because you also build a lot of shit, you also are very good at like investigation and figuring stuff out with like intelligence as well. It's kind of up to you.
Yeah, I'll use tinkering.
Sure. So go ahead and roll a dexterity check, and I think you're double proficient, right?
I was gonna say you want the tinker tools, right?
Yeah. Are you double proficient? I think you
Yeah,
are.
yeah, I'm double proficient in like all tools.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure you were.
Oh my god, the corner of this map.
Tag.
There we go. I had to move the map because it kept on dropping on the corner instead of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
I see you're playing.
All right. Tanya,
Yes.
you kind of tinker with it real quick, and it like opens up, and it kind of makes some like humming sounds, and like a whistle, and then it just starts rolling down the hallway, and towards the room that Ari's in.
Tanya is gonna follow that ball. That is her ball.
Go for it. So Ari, as she's continuing reading the story you watch, is you see Tanya running and chasing after her little metal ball. The metal ball rolls up to the gnome woman into her lap and starts like making all these whistling sounds. Oh, Scout!
What did she say?
She said, "Oh, Scout,
Scout?
Scout."
Tanya's gonna ask questioningly.
Oh, my husband made this
Really?
years ago. Yes, he's unfortunately missing.
The person gave
I'm
us.
not sure where he went.
Oh, a person gave this to me.
Huh. Yes, I do believe, she kind of looks at it. If memory serves. Probably the Golden Perch, yes?
I think that was the right place. Was it?
Correct. She didn't mention Eskil, but she mentioned the Golden Perch. Like, oh, yes, that's Scout 1.0. One of my husband's, first prototypes of that model.
Seems
You
pretty
haven't
interesting.
seen him by chance, have you?
She's gonna ask him.
She kind of glares, like looking at you, like curiously.
Tanya's gonna describe Eskol, whatever his was his name, right?
Like, no, that doesn't sound like him. he's small. You gather he's a gnome. Like, his name is Mergen.
I don't think Tanya knows this person. That was-
You, the player, know this person.
That was the guy that gave me my awesome my bolt, right?
Ariel,
No,
James,
that's
This-
Burrs. That was
that's
the
the gnome.
alchemist.
Can I say, Nobel?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's the fucking gnome from that tropical island with all the fucking reptiles and the aboleth.
Oh, okay.
There are, but he came from somewhere else. If you do recall, your game you guys started in Norath, that you had all the people in, where like you guys fought every single encounter on the map at the exact same time, and Def had regenerate and kept dying and reviving with 1 hit point.
Never do such a thing. Yeah, that's slander, Nobel.
Yeah, he had this in that fight and actually used it. It's like, yes, this was, I believe, the first. Was designed to. Do you have Rosie also?
No, this is the only thing the guy gave me,
Huh.
and all I know is you can use it as a bludgeoning.
That
Oh,
was
cool. She just kind of giggles. She's like, no, this is an artificer's companion.
Oh, and Tanya's gonna pull out, have her cat jump onto her shoulder. It's like this.
Not quite. I wouldn't be a good one to explain. He's almost quite alive, you see. And she kind of talks to it and it kind of floats up in the air. And it floats back over to you. It's meant to work with its travel unit, but I don't believe we gave them one of those. They were quite old.
And you called it
Out of
Scout. Does that?
curiosity, the way the sphere rolls around, or was rolling around, did it look similar to the giant sphere contraption that we saw by the Dell?
Not specifically, no.
No, okay.
Turns out, so Scout's its name then.
Yeah,
Do you
Scout 1.0.
do you want it back since it's your husband's?
No, but if you see my husband, you send him back right away.
Will do.
I have people out looking for him. He'll pay for not coming back.
So what all can this thing do other than just seem to attack bludgeon things without the main unit?
Seen Phantasm?
No.
Unfortunately, that's not really my specialty. I just like to talk to Scout and Rosie. I was more magic in my day. Like, sorry. It's like, but I'll tell you what.
You're like a wizard?
I kind of still am. But if you find my husband and small child, I'll make sure you get Rosie.
Deal.
And she takes out a book, writes something down, puts the book away.
Tanya's gonna write in her. Tanya's gonna pull out scrap paper and jot down all of the notes that she can on what her husband looks like.
Okay. Are you asking her if she's like, yes, and you watch as she kind of like observe, and she motions at you, Tanya, and you take on the form of an older humanoid. You're not tangible, but you give off the appearance of a older humanoid.
This is your husband?
No, this is an illusion. She's like, this is my
did not
husband, and
catch
she
that. What happened?
she turned Tanya into an older version, older human. She then, as you ask what the husband looks like, turns you into a old gnome man.
Tanya's gonna look in a mirror or anything and write down the descriptions of this guy.
Fair enough. You do that.
Or make a picture of it. I don't know how.
Wizard.
And what's the lady's name again?
You did not ask.
I'm gonna ask. Can I have your name, madam?
Oh, yes, it's Lady Penelope. I need Ferris and Leah to make Arcana checks. And then she goes back to you, Ari. See? Wizard!
You know, I have a friend here who might be quite interested in talking to you.
Oh, does he like mysteries too?
Well, she's also a wizard.
Oh, you should bring her right away. I could tell her all about my book. Ferris, you feel a
I'll be
very
right back.
strong magical presence. Leah, you're a little bit too distracted to notice. But yeah, it's enough to kind of shake your attention, Ferris, and you just kind of like shift in the direction towards the hotel.
Is it something I've felt before that I know what it is, or just enough?
No, just like a very strong magical presence, like very brief, and then it goes away.
I kind of go to if there's a window nearby or anything, go check it out.
There's windows outside, but not further into the hotel.
Probably like from where I am, just to look to see if I see anything abnormal going on.
You look around, and from the direction shortly later walks Ari. You go too, Tanya?
Sure. She's gonna thank Penelope.
Says, it lasts an hour.
Thank you. Tyler's gonna go gamble.
All right. So we'll say gamble. We'll do a general roll for you, just so we don't spend hours gambling in between turns. Roll a D100 for me.
So that was 80.
That's a 90.
I rolled a 96. So we'll say, for the sake of it, because you're only betting a gold at a time, you gamble for a bit. We'll say you net about 20 gold for a good chunk of time at the moment, as you gamble as an older man.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys kind of gather up at that point. I'll give you guys a quick minute, and then we'll go back to our little friends down below.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Leah. You busy?
I look to Jason, look back at Ari.
Jason kind of glares at Ari.
Ferris chuckles.
I'll come back later then.
Did you need something?
No, that's all right. Later on, someone
Glare is
might
too
want to
strong
talk
of
to
a
you.
word.
But it can wait till later.
If you say so.
See herself out.
All right, my friends down below.
Yes.
Yeah. I walk up to the table and just kind of look at the goblins. So I heard about a.
He's got a monocle.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy goblin.
He's like straining to kind of like keep it on.
Yeah, squinting.
Yeah, you want to bet?
I was looking to participate.
Ah, okay. She's like, he kind of like does a once over at you. Are you sure you're in the right spot? This is the fighting pit.
I come stand up next to Sora, put my hand on his shoulder, and I said, "Trust me, we'll be a good fight for you."
Okay. Entry fee, 50 gold apiece. Are these the three poorest people in the group at the moment?
Probably.
No,
Wait.
Hmm.
pretty sure Jason's the forest.
Well, Sora probably has
just-
nothing but starting gold at the moment. Max,
Exactly.
That's more than what
Max-
Jason has.
I don't even know if Max has
absolutely-
some gold.
I have absolutely zero money.
Oh no, because Max got a new body. Max doesn't have his old gold. Although I would say you have your old gold. Hold on,
I don't remember how much I had. I don't think
Here.
I did that over.
I'll release your character. You can take him back. I just keep him in an archive. You left him as I died. So yeah, you would have whatever you had in your inventory, other than you gave your paladin sword to Clay.
Okay. I have that in my inventory, but I have the locations to acquire.
Yeah, you can look at that. You guys listen as you just see coins wiggle on the ground on the table in front of you. You see several pieces of platinum, enough for all of your entry fees.
Okay.
Wait, who did that?
A certain man who doesn't want to be seen right now.
Yep.
He's a shit starter, as I'm assuming. As you can see, our way has been paid.
All right. You just gotta sign these death waivers. And he kind of slides 3 pieces of paper over to you guys. Just sign there, initial there, and print your name there and sign.
Just to be clear, these waivers saying, the intention is not to kill each other, but it happens, right?
I don't know. I can't read.
I'm gonna look at this
I wanna look for the
paper.
fine. With
Roll an investigation check with advantage. Whoever's got the best one, just as you guys like.
I have
Very
0.
dubious. Which one of you has the best? Oh, double 4s.
Not
Oh.
me. I have a -1.
I have a 0, so I don't get to roll my investigation.
Guys, look it over. I mean, you
I
don't
was gonna
see
say
anything weird.
with my past experience in in professional fighting,
Are you a professional fighter? I didn't actually look at your background.
yeah,
Oh,
an
okay.
ex-professional wrestler
On
Oh, yeah,
scribbles
okay.
quickly.
with quite a bit of underground experience.
Okay.
Would I be able to lingo it to have a to persuade them maybe to let us pass this waiver? That we don't need to
No.
have it.
No.
You get that these are very, very standard to prevent them from getting in trouble.
Okay. If they're very standard, would I be able to look at them and see if that there's no? I've obviously seen them in the past. I see that there's no dual language in there too.
Well, the downside, you already rolled at advantage because of your buff, and you rolled double 4s. So while you have experience, you biffed a little.
I didn't pay attention in class.
But it doesn't seem like nothing strikes you guys as like odd or eerie about this. Other than the fact that you're signing death waivers. Like, wait a minute. Were we just fighting the war? But yeah.
Death's a certainty. I know. I
mean-
let's go.
I've seen bouts before. People sign these all the time.
Yeah.
So, what kind of fight are you doing? We got good old fighting. Just fist, punch. We got weapon fighting, stab. We got magic fighting, pew. And then we got monster fighting. Everybody loves a good monster fight.
Jeez. Tell me more about this monster fight.
Well, it depends on what monsters they got in this week. He kind of looks. I think we got tonight. We got a couple of demons in from the abyss. A couple of beasts, and some Northmen. Ooh. And then you got your Your typical humans if you want to. So what will it be?
I'll stick to fighting.
Yeah. Is there any? Is this all one-on-one, or is it possible to team up?
Well, I mean, all three of you can fight a monster if you want. Or you can all three fight each other. That would be fun to watch.
They're all very good ideas.
I would love to see a fight amongst ourselves personally. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Fight amongst ourselves.
I
thought
have
that'd
been
be fun.
asking for that for such a long time.
Yep.
Just duels.
Well, these two boys are fighting me. We're going.
Oh, really?
All right,
two on one.
just
More-
fist. What are we doing? Magic, no magic. Weapons, weapons, no weapons. What's the rules?
I'll leave it to them.
At this point,
What?
those of you who are upstairs get a message. You may want to find your way downstairs. I think you'll enjoy the show.
I suppose the peace was nice while it
It's
lasted,
up- it's
and
up to
I
you guys.
stand up.
It's up to you guys. Your rules. Do you want to add a monster in with the three of you? It could be three of you a monster. Huh? And you could all fight. All four of you.
I'm not looking.
Throw a monster in, and it's a all through one melee.
It's up to you.
I'd
Magic, no magic. Weapons, no weapons.
I'd rather the three of us go against a monster, or
I haven't seen how you guys fight really, so
don't know how
I'm
you
down
fight.
for
One
all
way
of
to
us
find
together.
out.
Well, the good news is
Oh, really?
it's all one encounter anyways. But you guys don't have to fight each other. It's up to you. I definitely have monsters for you to fight. Or I have humans for you to fight, but those typically are more one-on-one situations. Monsters you could do 3-on-1. That's not a big issue.
I like mashing monsters.
All right.
leave it up to these two.
What do you say, Max?
I'm game for either all of us against each other, or us at three versus a monster.
All
I
right.
just
Well,
need to know the conditions if weapons and magic is allowed is beforehand.
well, I'd assume if it was monsters, that would be weapons and magic allowed. If it was all of you versus each other, then it's up to the three of you, because it would just be the three of you.
It would be unfair if fists were only involved.
They don't
would
know
be
that
fair.
yet.
Which
True, but I've seen them carry what? An axe. I'm not sure about the metal man.
Long sword, shield.
All right. So do all of you head down towards the fighting pits?
Yep.
You two are?
I need a drink for this.
As you guys get to the hallway, you watch as it seems the four guards in the hallway are just like they're not frozen, but they're not moving.
Mm.
Damn.
You guys kind of just walk your way past and down the steps. So I'll bring all of you down.
Damn.
Tanya, this runs to about the end of your time of your spell after all this kind of happens.
Tanya's gonna take her winnings.
Oh, hold on. As this happens, you feel both of your arms get grabbed and you lift up off your chair. All right, Mergen. The jig's up.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And they start dragging you back off towards Lady Penelope. The rest of you.
Tanya's just gonna go with.
Ari, were you going
Oh
to?
no.
Ari? I don't know if Ari disconnected. Was it
You're muted, Ari.
Speaking.
I'll go to AFK.
I'll leave her until he's back. Alright, so we're gonna put you guys in the fighting ring.
Mighty small.
Alright, if you have any buff spells or things like that, it would be the time to do it.
Oh, my buff spells actually do damage when I cast them, so I'm going to hold off.
Okay.
That giant smite.
You probably want to wait until combat starts because it lasts only a minute, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. We have Jasper's over here. We'll put Leah downstairs. Shortly after you guys walk downstairs, the guards go back to moving again. Tanya's busy. How do I feel like I'm missing people? Oh, there's theirs. Oh, and Jason's at the very, very top. All right, so the three of you make your way down. You see all the same people.
Can I make a bet?
Of course, you can make a bet.
I'm gonna put 10 platinum on the party.
Okay. Goblin looks you. Your money.
What are they fighting?
I don't know. I just hand out the forms. I believe. And he's going to go ahead and look. He looks at his paper. I'm looking at the wrong section. Oh, fine. How about a good beast? That'll do.
That interacts or whatever it's called pops out of nowhere.
Don't worry, it's a baby.
Ooh. Yeah, let's do that one instead.
Oh no. I hate when the GM is happy.
I'm happy a lot, don't worry. Alright, so. This is going to be fun. Alright, so Leah, you place your bet. There's Jason, anything either of you wanted to do before they start their fight?
Get another drink.
There's people serving drinks down here.
Yeah, I'm
too.
just going to sit and watch for the moment.
Okay. There's a lot of well-to-do people in this crowd. Shaw looks both to you. You don't want to miss this. You watch as a high elven gentleman walks out, speak to the crowd. Stands about here. Voice amplified by some sort of magical device. Ladies and gentlemen, as a special treat tonight, we have our 3 brave adventures, and he kind of motions to you. All 3 of you roll charisma checks.
Oh, boy.
Let's see how much you can get. Oh,
That one in there.
So,
I see. Where'd the one go? I saw it run, but I didn't see it.
I didn't
Advantage for
roll
some
yet.
reason.
You're rolling with
But,
advantage. You got a 5.
Yeah, at a 1 and a 5.
I'm just going to. Where is it? Where is it? Fucking. Where'd it go? I'm just going to do that.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Okay. Charisma. It's still going to be bad. Oh, well.
A drink.
So the Warforged and the Goliath are just like, oh, and everyone's just kind of like golf, like your group's golf clapping, and everyone else is just kind of like, huh? And then you just kind of like stand out and strike a pose, and everyone's like, yeah!
Nice. Very nice.
Like, and tonight they'll be fighting one of our most exotic pieces from our collection, straight from the bellies of hell.
Oh,
The
no.
one, the only lurker of the wastes. And they shoot over, and you watch as the gate opens, and this massive creature walks out with
Oh, no.
giant claws and a open jaw.
Is it what I think it is?
Oh, no.
Maybe.
Can I see the picture? Oh, no. It's been nice knowing you guys.
We got
Oh,
this.
you'll be fine.
It's not what he probably thinks it is, but it's probably good enough. Let's see. What did I use? Oh, I could use that for its token. That was the fucked up part.
We got this, guys. Don't worry. Have faith.
I don't. No. Okay. Deathclaw. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
It's not a Jurassic, no. I don't want to destroy the entire town. Flash on. I need everybody to roll. Well, actually, sure, everyone can roll initiative. Why not? You people are always up to no good.
Yeah, I got a 20 and a
Again,
19.
It'll attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's 3 nat 20s. Drinky, bud.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Pace yourself.
oh my
Pace
God.
yourself. Pace up. Just get a counter going. Get a counter going.
3 nat 20s, 1 nat 1 was dropped.
Oh, no.
The drop
I
ones
got a
don't
5
count.
and a 1 again.
I don't see the one, so it doesn't.
Jasper.
Yeah, I had a 5 and a 1 again. Fuck.
We'll be good here with all his drinking.
But you only
It's-
get to count the 5. You don't get to count the one he dropped.
all his drinking's going to be saved on stream for posterity.
Don't worry, guys. There's more vodka out in the freezer.
All right, so
Because this one's almost empty. Sorry.
Oh, joy.
Leah, here in the crowd, like looking at this thing, like, oh dear God, is there anything you want to do? Jalal does kind of mention to the 4 or the 3 of you, just be very careful if you try to intervene. The walls have eyes, so to speak, if you know what I mean.
I'll keep that in mind. And I just lean forward and smile, watching.
All right,
Oh, no.
go ahead and end your turn if you're all set. Sora, the creature's unchained. What do you do?
Bonus action.
Its head just kind of like tilts sideways and looks at you. Ooh.
Must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of my martial arts dice.
Okay.
And I'll I don't know what this creature can do, so I'm gonna have this activated as well. Because I can do it as part of.
What's that one do?
It's the helmet one. It's increase. Let's see.
Oh, so it's like
Yes.
you're summoning your stuff.
Yeah, which means I also have body of the astral self. So I'm just gonna have all 3 tabs open.
Just let me know what they do as they do it, because I'm not super familiar with that one, but I trust you. It just kind of looks, because as you summon your it's like spiritual, like how your picture looks, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So it just kind of looks over and kind of just like exhales.
So
Okay, snap the jaw shut. Yeah.
What?
So what's the DC? Well, you can either force it on or you can tell me what the DC is.
Fuck. Equal to 10 plus wisdom modifier. Oh, wait, no. That's wrong.
It should be 8 plus your proficiency
Yeah.
plus your modifier for whatever ability it uses. Unless it's like a flat option.
Give me a moment.
Love that feeling vodka gives you when your tummy's out there.
Max, you're next up on deck, so start thinking about what you want to do.
Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go smack him in the mug.
I'm gonna smack him or I'm gonna divine smite him.
Possibly.
I'm gonna have to
Deft
look at
and
my-
Grunkum got to fight these at one point. I think they fought 3 of them, though.
Oh, that's horrid sounding.
They had help.
Yeah.
Although that was still an interesting fight.
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
All right, so it should be 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
Yes.
All right, so what's your wisdom?
5.
What's your proficiency?
4.
17?
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so his dexterity is only a +4. He's got no extra bonuses to save on that one. That's a 13. So what's the effect?
He'll take basically 2 of my martial arts dice.
Okay. So he takes 2 of those. $15 points of damage.
And now my action. Punch him with my astral arms. Miss.
That is definitely a hit.
That is my turn.
So you just watch as he smacks him and then hits with the force damage. All right, that brings us to you, Max.
I'm just gonna walk on up to this thing. I'm gonna hit it with a freaking face. That sounds like a good fucking idea.
This is your long sword of warning.
Yes.
Gotcha. It's glowing bright blue.
At the moment.
I can barely hear you,
Him or me?
Max. Does everybody else hear him okay? He sounds very, very low to me.
Can you hear me better now?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I can hear him better now.
Sounds
Mhm.
better.
10 points of damage.
First attack. Yep, second attack. Starting off small, nothing special. And that is my turn.
All right, so Ari, you watch. Actually, Ari, did you want to come down here and watch too, or were you going to stay upstairs?
Are you still gone, Tech? Oh, he's
He's not here.
gone.
Oh,
His internet's gone.
oh no. Still in the game, or did he drop from the game too?
He's not on
I
Discord.
don't see him at the top.
Oh
I
no.
don't see him on the game either.
I think his internet may have died. We'll say he's here. Why not?
Okay. So she doesn't miss out on the fun times.
Get Tanya in a minute. Tanya's still.
Dealing with her shenanigans.
The price you pay for gambling.
Hey, I made 20 gold. I'm happy.
You did. You did. So Ari passes her turn. Jason. That's a big fucking monster. Anything you want to do or say?
No.
All right. Go ahead and end your turn if you are ready to do so. Welcome back. Still muted though.
He's back. Yep.
Oh boy.
Deathclaw's turn.
Uh-huh.
I need all three of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, shit, son.
Of course, wisdom's not a saving throw I got.
You all do get +4 because of the max.
Okay,
Yep. I was about to say, is it
so
10?
14.
Oh, that's a fail.
What is...
Jasper, you're good. It's DC 15.
Mm-hmm. What's the effect?
You are currently frightened of this creature for 1 minute.
Oh,
Mm.
And then it's going to attack.
which one's he attacking?
1 second. He's going to do his first attack at you, Max.
Okay.
That's a 30.
Damn.
You take
Fucking look.
18 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack at you, Sora. Say
I'm
21.
going to use my reaction to attack it then.
Okay, let him hit her.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hold on.
Actually,
1 sec, Max. Anything you want to do?
I'm actually, when he attacks Max, I'm going to use my Sentinel feat as well.
You have Sentinel too?
Yep.
Alright, so you take... Ooh, max damage. 19 points of damage. You both at the same time are like, asshole! And you both go in for your extra attack.
Reaction.
Yep. Oh no, that's
That's a hit.
damage.
That's also a hit. So you both watch as the giant astral arm and Max's like glowing sword come in from opposite sides and just strike this thing in the head and just kind of like shake it.
Sentinel buddy.
Again.
Yeah, but
It kind of shakes it off for its bonus action.
Oh no.
And I'll use another attack. This one will go Max.
I do have some bad news. Look at the third snippet for Sentinel.
oh. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I was
So
not good for that, so I thought about that, but then I've been drinking.
It's all good. It's fun enough for this one.
I unapplied. Oh, do I reapply the damage?
No, you're fine. Just leave it as it is.
I just unapplied it, so we're good.
I only remembered about it because Deft also has Sentinel.
Okay.
I do
How
How
remember.
many people with sentinels? We have people who can fly.
Tanya,
Yes.
you get dragged into the hotel and brought in front of Penelope. But you're already back in your other form. They're like, Penelope,
It's just gonna wave at Penelope. Hi again.
it's like, you have abducted a child. How could you? It's like,
Oh.
she's like, Chad, Andre, go find something else to do.
Penelope's gonna try. To say, it's all right. They thought I was your husband because of the spell.
It's funny.
They were actually really gentle with me. They were really nice.
See to it that she finds her friends. Now I'm trying to read my book. Shoo shoo. I'll see you later, little one.
Okay. She thought I was gonna wave and go with them to go find her friends.
All right, so they're gonna go ahead and escort you downstairs. You see, as you pop in. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Did you want to be down watching the their fight as well? You had an opportunity. Just you're obviously disconnecting.
It was just described as entertainment.
You got a message from Jalal at one point that basically that went to all of you. That was, you all may want to head down to the lower levels. You won't want to miss this show. So it's up to you if you want to come down. But you did see the majority of the group came down. Tanya came down later, so you would have been down prior to Tanya. Up to you.
Her reply would be, "Why? What's going on?"
It's just a message, though. You don't get anything back after that. But you were with the group when this all happened, so they all kind of decided to go down at the same time. So you could have gone down with them, but you could also stay up top if you want. I put you dead here just in case. Jalal kind of looks at the three of you. Like, they'll be fine. Jasper.
Hey, last in the. I'm going to Giants Might bonus action.
All right. Make yourself bigger. So you swell to 15 feet tall. You can make yourself bigger than that. Come on, man.
Why so far away, Ari? Come sit with us.
Jason passes the seat next to him.
Oh, we got 20 in that one. I'm going to get another beer for that on her to help him out.
It's a crit right there.
Oh, that's great.
Guys, the rum is gone. Why is the rum gone?
Nope.
That was a 1 and a 20.
You guys make Friday very tolerable. I appreciate
Why is the rum gone?
Only
This is
tolerable?
one of my favorite times of the week. There's not many days that are this awesome.
Oh, I missed the
Not
feet.
sure how I feel about your favorite day of the week only being tolerable. Bill, is there
Damn.
something you'd like to talk about?
Burns, I'll be right back. I need to get the other fucking bottle. I'll be right back.
There you go. Fair enough. All right, Jasper. Let me roll your shit. I forgot we do that in this game. It's been a while.
Takes away all my damage.
Nope, you're good. Go ahead and just roll your damage. So you watch them doing their combo and you're like, I got this.
Wow.
So hold on, I gotta do some math here. So what's... Oh, because of your Giant's Might.
Yep.
And it was Great Weapon Master.
Yep. On my.
Yep. So to give you an example, so he has the Blood Axe from Critical Role.
Oh.
So he rolled shit for both of his dice, obviously, but he gets extra necrotic damage. He gets his D12, and then because he's a giant fighter, isn't that supposed to be a D8 at your level 2, buddy? I don't think it's a D6.
No,
That's a
the
D6.
D6 is the necrotic damage on the blood axe.
That's a D4. That's
No,
the
it's
little
D6.
dice. It's a D4. Trust me. That you need to update your Giant's Might. Your Giant's Might's still doing D6s.
No, I didn't attack my Giant's Might yet.
You got a 6 from something.
That D6 is from the blood axe. It's the necrotic damage.
That's your D4. It says on the bottom.
Where?
See where it says necrot. Hold on. How dare you make
The
me
axe
read?
deals an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to creatures that aren't
Oh
conscious.
shit! It is a D6. I thought it was a D4. What's your D4 from? You have Bless on or something? No, that would be damage.
Few things on me.
Spire Climb would be gone, but that's not affecting it, obviously. Foresight you still have. Oh, you are not enlarged. There we go.
I still have large on me. Okay. So
I was like, I thought it was a deep. Okay, yeah. So I don't give 2 fucks.
we need to add my Giant's Might to that attack.
Which is D8s, yeah.
D8, yeah.
Okay, so roll a D8.
Nice.
Call it 16. Just drop the 8 on it. Just grab it and drop it back on it. It'll be another 8. There you go.
That's cool.
She watches this thing like screams out in pain as your axe rips into it. Our last monk didn't have Magic Fist for this.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad I applied that effect correctly.
She killed it with darts. Fucking shit. Wait, he's not even back yet. Wait till he gets back. He's getting another bottle. He's gonna
Holy
shit
shit.
himself. You're gonna kill the paladin.
Oh no, James.
So hold on. Wait, he's gonna. Dude, this is the best. Hold on.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Shocking violence.
Ooh, what does that do?
You receive advantage for all attacks versus this opponent for the remainder of the turn, which you already have.
Which I already had.
Or they have disadvantage against your spell DC. So they get disadvantage against your spell DC. Welcome back. He rolled another nat 20.
Another one?
Another.
So go ahead and roll your damage, and then we'll wait for him to get back so he can cry. Why didn't roll crit?
Good roll, though.
Just double it. Oh no, double the dice. Oh, I maxed the dice on that. 12 and a 6.
Why didn't it roll crit? Hold on, here's... Hey,
30, 36 plus 19.
he rolled another 20. His second attack was also a nat 20.
Oh, I'm sorry to inform. There's no more alcohol.
That's probably your own benefit.
Well, there's no cold vodka. We never put it in the freezer. Warm vodka's not good vodka.
That saved you.
Probably very good.
So I just grab some water.
All right, so go ahead and roll roll a d12 and a d6.
Isn't it just double my dice?
No, it rolls with extra dice in this one.
Oh.
I just doubled the last one because there's one specific dice. I actually roll a d12, a d6, and 2 d8s. You forgot your d8s again.
D12.
Yeah, 1d12, 1d6, 2 d8s. Wow, wow. That's going to be minimum on those. Oh, that's pretty good.
1d6,
six.
and what was the other? 2
2 d8s. That's 6. 15 points extra damage.
Time. Let's try this again.
I'll be honest. I'm already feeling it.
I would imagine.
But apparently that vodka's pretty good. Because, I'm normally not this loud.
You're -5 on that one too, right? Because you code your weapon with -5 for your Great Weapon Master?
Yes, I do.
I think so. Yeah, good.
Yeah, because it should be plus 13.
Another d8. Fucking like a truck, dude.
Christ, man.
Fucking fighters. Remind me to kill you. Alright.
That's not your job.
You've killed me.
Nobel.
too many times.
That's you need to ask Death to kill him.
That is impressive.
And that'll end my turn.
You just watch as everyone's sitting there, and then you watch as the crowd begins to go, Jasper, Jasper, Jasper.
I mean, that's fair.
That was some good damage.
Oh yeah, holy
How much
crap! That would
damage
have killed
was
me
that
in
one
one round.
All
How
right.
do you all have so much health?
He's a big old honker. You'd be surprised. Look at how much health Leah has.
I'm talking about everyone. I think I have the least amount of health.
Some of them have items that help them out. And some
Okay.
of them have crazy constitution.
I don't.
What's your
but I have-
constitution?
I have 137.
You're also a fighter, though.
Yeah, with high.
You have D12 health.
13.
That brings us then to your turn.
That'll do it.
Jason, anything you want to say or do during this time?
Are there like cocktail waitresses?
Of course there. There's like people running food. In fact, there looks like there's a food running child entering the hall right now.
No, I just need another wine.
Yep. Tanya, you do see as you walk in, there's also a fancy-looking high elven gentleman kind of looking down at the pit, standing where that arrow is pointing. He announced, but you weren't there when he announced. Sora!
Well, I have I can't even willingly move closer to it, huh?
You don't have to move away, but you can't move closer, and you have disadvantage.
Would
while
this
you
be
can see
considered
him.
closer to it? I'm not really
It would be
changing.
basically parallel. Yeah, you're fine. You're
Yep.
still within range.
Cool. I'm just negating the fear with the flanking.
Yep. Flat rolls.
Yep. Cause this thing needs to die. That hurt.
Tanya, at this point, a drunken little gnome man walks past you and kind of bumps into you. Oh, sorry, kiddo.
You have advantage on that attack.
No, I'm feared.
Oh, never mind.
Correct.
So, I missed a part of one of my abilities, Body of the Astral Self. Once per turn, I can deal extra damage equal to my martial arts die.
That does come in handy.
What does this gnome person look like?
And
Is
he's
it
older looking. He kind of looks a little bit drunk. Rolling a perception check. Actually, at this point, roll an investigation check because you're close enough to him.
Going to spend a key point. Flurry of blows. See, double check. 2 unarmed strikes.
This thing's just getting lit up. They haven't got to release aggression in a while. It's good for them.
Yeah, those all hit.
Minimum damage to maximum damage.
Tanya, it's just like an old little gnome guy. He doesn't look like Mergen. You do notice a little emblem on his cloak. It appears to be an image of a fox.
Do I know anything about this image?
Nope. He just kind of waddles over, finds a seat in the stands.
Is he tipsy by chance?
Roll a perception check and see if you even see Tanya and him at the door.
I wouldn't know the tipsy fox anyway.
I think he sees Tanya.
Did he look shifty? With my investigation.
You don't necessarily need to know. Oh.
Oh.
Good thing
Shouldn't
you
roll.
That alcohol is hitting me a bit too hard.
You do see, as you kind of turn over to like make a comment to Jalal, Jalal's not there anymore.
Jalal.
Okay. Deathclaw's turn.
This is gonna.
That's where you find out that Jalal has actually been posing as Ari this entire time.
Is going to put all of its attacks against Jasper.
Fair.
Use my sentinel then.
Do
What,
we
what?
both
Do you
get
have-
to use Sentinel?
Do you have sentinel, Jasper?
I do.
Damn it.
Oh.
But I would also like.
Do all three of you have Sentinel?
Maybe.
Hold on. What is that, Jasper?
Oh my god.
What did you say, Jasper?
I want to use my. Oh, that's never mind. That's so. Never
So
mind.
he hits you. Ooh, max damage. 23 points.
Now I'm going to redirect that hit with my cloud rune.
At who?
Sorry, Max.
Wow.
Alright, so I heal you.
You're in heavy armor.
Okay.
Oh shit, wrong way.
I mean,
Heal.
Double L. There we go.
wow. Thanks there, Jasper.
Don't worry, I'll pick it up. Yeah.
22 points of
Fair
damage.
enough. I'm only at half health, you know.
Next attack.
You're also made of metal.
Yeah, but I'm at 100 health.
That is 14, that's a miss. And for its last attack, that's also a miss, that's 16. Jasper!
I grin.
As the crowd
and,
starts chanting, Jasper, Jasper.
I
Jasper.
would like to rage.
Ah! He's a level 1 barbarian.
Level 1 barbarian. I get 2 extra damage.
Does he really need us?
And
Emotionally.
going to attack.
And it's a miss.
And
That does it.
great. I'm also going to activate my fire rune. I'm going to do an extra 2d6 fire damage.
It's got to save though, doesn't it?
No, the damage is regardless, but it just got to save against a strength savings throw or be restrained for 1 minute.
Alright, so roll your damage first, and let's see if we even need to waste our time with the save.
Nice.
Yeah, no. You just watch
Nice.
as he just kind of cleaves it straight into it, and it just goes limp and falls dead to the ground. Everyone's like, ah. So, as you all are celebrated, you are each paid 100 gold pieces, as well as the 50 gold pieces that you had paid for your entry fee. So you each get 150 gold.
Whoa. I had 0 before.
Nice.
All right, so after the whole wonderful show and all this, all of you kind of reconvene outside of combat. What would you all like to do now? At this point, it is probably later in the evening. It's probably getting close to like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Oh, how much did I get for my bet?
You bet how much?
10 platinum.
No, you bet 50 platinum.
All
I
of
bet
it.
like 70. No, I bet
Bet
10.
all of it.
You
No, you bet 50. It
When did
wasn't
it show
10, it
10?
was 50.
It's definitely 50.
can't scam a scammer.
No, it was 50.
Mhm.
Not scamming.
She'll roll a persuasion. We have a rule for this that we developed in campaign 1. If you roll against Lord Icon's charisma check as a
Hooray.
deception, then I will believe you.
It's not deception. She said 50.
Or persuasion, either your choice. I assure you, you don't pass. Although, there's some other people. Alright, so you kill your Deathclaw.
It was 10.
Barely did.
You guys don't have to pay for your drinks because you are with one of the champions of the evening. Several people buy you guys drinks.
Do I get a belt?
You don't. You already have Gronko's belt.
Well, I want like a championship belt to go over it.
You have to be a real champion, not a creature for that. However, you guys would already, you get your rooms comped, but Jalal already paid for them. So Jalal gets them comp. Food gets covered, drinks get covered, your gambling doesn't get covered. So what do you wish to do with the rest of your evening?
You
Oh,
really didn't
it's
need
getting
us.
late, so I think I'm gonna turn in.
I agree on that sentiment.
At this point, Jalal reappears with you guys. So, do we make our journey tomorrow?
Yeah. So what the hell was that thing?
I think that would be wise.
We should all rest up. I suggest we, if anyone needs to acquire anything, do so in the morning, early. We'll depart at, how about 9 a.m.? Let's call it 10 a.m. just in case you need to shop.
Okay.
Like, I have a few things to attend to, but, please do try to stay out of trouble, and for the love of God, don't leave the casino grounds until morning. It is absolutely not safe out there, and the last thing we need is for one of you to go missing. Like, please do prepare to the best of your ability, too. Invading a wizard's private sanctum is not generally smiled upon, and there could be many traps and dangers, so prepare your spells as best as possible. Anything you need, please see to. Obviously, I will do my best as well, and I
You're
will.
doing what now?
We're chasing after death. We're going to a wizard's private sanctum because we have his address.
We're going to Satesh's house.
Mm-hmm.
Sora doesn't know any of these people.
You're like, wait, what? And
Ty's just gonna tap him gently on the shirt. It's
He-
okay. You
he
get
kind
used
of walks over to you, Sora, as he kind of walks out. He goes, I completely understand. In the interest of speaking in a common language for everyone, he goes ahead and he puts 10 platinum in your hand.
Ah.
Importance.
Will nod.
There's something I seek greatly here that benefits all of us. Anything else we find in his sanctum, I bid you all be very cautious, but any treasures we find other than the halfling are yours. I have no need of treasure, but the halfling has valuable information. So, sleep well, eat well, drink well. You've all performed, and hopefully your performance tomorrow matches that you put on tonight. And he kind of like gives you a good pat on the shoulder, Jasper.
Thank you.
Ari retires for the evening.
So does Sora.
Yeah, she'll stop by
Sora retires
penalties.
today.
Let
Yeah,
her
I
know
think I-
that.
But on my way out through the casino,
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop
We're
all-
staying in the casino.
I'm sorry. On my way through the casino to the room,
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop all of my winnings on the roulette table on black.
All right, so hold on. We have a generator for this. Roulette
my
one
God.
Andrew wants to do.
Oh no.
Dark, do you want to join in now that we're at a table?
Oh,
What are we doing again?
We're at a roulette table real quick as we're heading back before you sleep.
Sure.
Hold on. Roulette simulator app.
Are you just gonna let it ride until it's all gone?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Do you remember when we turned 21 and went to Vegas?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And that last minute ATM, remember the football throw with the money?
Yep.
That was $900 that he threw to me. And I literally felt so guilty. This is money. He wanted to bet it. We had come up with a genius plan
Oh no.
when we all turned 21. It worked really great the first night. We're like, we're going to just stake out roulette tables until like black or red hits like 10 times in a row. Then we'll bet on the opposite. We'll keep doubling. And we won a lot of
Good
money.
idea.
A lot of money. We didn't have a lot of money being him. We got invited last minute, so we didn't have a lot of time to save. So we were kind of like doing the best we could. But we're great spotters, and that worked well.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of money we made the first night. It's great. Second night, we're like, yeah, we're awesome. We're going to go do this again. We were fucking all broke, drinking light beer at the pool within an hour and a half. Our friend, on his, he had bid, or he had bet 4 times, doubling his bet each time up to $900 in his last bet. He ran to an ATM, got $900 out, crumpled it up, chucked it to me at the table. We put it down again, and it hit red for like the 19th time in a row.
Yeah.
We had enough money for burgers, beer, and we flew home the next day.
Yeah. I think it hit red like 8 times.
All right, so you're betting on black?
Yeah, betting all on black.
What about you, Tony?
I'll bet I'll bet 2 gold on red.
So on roulette, it's a 5 gold minimum for these folks.
Fine. I'll put 5 gold on red.
All right, you're red, you're black. You're putting how much?
150.
150.
My whole winnings.
Uh,
Oh no. And I'm the drunk one over here.
red 5. Red 5.
That's not
Tanya,
funny.
you get 4 gold. They take all of Jet's prison.
I nod, smile. So that's about right. And I just go back upstairs. I go
All is
upstairs.
well with the universe.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Came
like you're
in as I
allergic to
left.
money,
Kalsto, did you get my PM?
and I'm the monk.
I'm gonna... Sure. So Max just starts going around hugging everyone and healing them. Hey, buddy.
Hugging?
Oh,
No, no.
hold on.
Only the nicer looking folks. So he's going and patting some
Just there
people,
to offer healing services.
but you're a little bit tipsy too. So a couple of hugs get
I
thrown in.
can't drink anything. Hold up, how is the war
You have to remember.
tipsy?
Oh, don't worry about it. I can make you tipsy. You
I'm-
don't like organic.
I might be drunk.
You're not drunk. We'll just say that you're happy with human interaction.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, you just see him. He's very happy. He just goes around healing people. It's great. All right.
Yeah.
Anything anyone wants to do before we rest for the evening?
Real quick, as we're entering into rooms, Jason, do you have a moment?
Sure.
I'm gonna
That's what I do.
pull him into a room.
Mhm.
Just I forgot you didn't know about this, and it's not supposed to be a secret anymore. But I figured I don't really talk about it. And I'm just gonna change back into a dark elf.
Oh, I forgot it all.
Oh,
I hope
oh.
this doesn't change anything.
1, 2.
It's not a disguise. They're both my
8.
face. It was a matter of
Yeah, so we can do it for
unfortunate
We
circumstance.
can do 10 to each.
Jason nods and shrugs.
Good.
Doesn't matter to me.
That's good. Anyway, that was all.
All right.
Jason
Anyone
likes
else?
the shadows.
That he does. He likes the dark. Anyone got anything left to do?
Nope.
All right. Long resty.
All right, we'll be stopping by Penelope's again and see if she's awake. She'll be letting her know that Leo is preoccupied.
She's like, oh,
But
it's
beyond that,
okay. It's like, what about you, dear? I didn't even have time earlier to ask you what it is that you specialize in.
Oh, I'm a musician.
Come, dear. Surely that's not the depth of your skills. I recognize a magic user when I see one.
And Princess Grounds is cut out.
She picks up on the fact that you know how to use magic, more or less. How do you reply?
I'm only getting like occasional words.
Oh no. She basically recognized. Can you hear me now?
I'll be right back. Nobel, how long do you plan on continuing?
We'll probably go for a while. You can duck out if you need to.
I heard she recommend.
Probably at least we may go to 1. It totally depends on these guys. If they want to call it early, we may go, but it depends because we're heading to Happy Town pretty soon.
Messenger PM, I'll hold.
Can you hear me okay, Ari?
That time I could.
So basically, she recognizes you're a spellcaster and asks is more magically inclined what you specialize in. Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard me or not.
Yeah. What I specialize in?
Yes, what type of magic, dear?
Well, I'm pretty good with fire.
Ha! I knew it. I can smell the sulfur on you. Like, I specialize in illusion magic, personally. She goes, you know, I have an acquaintance I've met who is very akin to you, I would say. Very adept fire sorcerer. You should seek him out. He's very good at bending and manipulating fire magic in many original creations he's made. It's a young elven gentleman, if I do recall. About 17 years old. His name is Khan. Hi, elven gentleman. New recruit at the Tipsy Fox Guild House. They're on the southwestern side of town. He may be young, but his skills in crafting and bending fire magic are unmatched.
Well, perhaps if I get the opportunity, I'll have a chat with him.
Huh? Thank you again for listening to my story. Please feel free to stop by any time.
It's my pleasure.
And if you find my good-for-nothing husband, let me know. I'll find him. And I will pay handsomely.
I'll keep that in mind. But it is getting late, and I have an early morning tomorrow. So I should really be getting to my room.
Fairly young one. Have a wonderful night. You did forget about that fortune teller.
Can we play with the fortune teller real quick?
Are you drunkenly walking back to your room and want to play the fortune teller?
I don't want my fortune told. I kind of just want to see what Ari's fortune would be.
If you can convince her to go tonight, it's up to you. She's currently in the lobby of the hotel at the moment, walking out of Lady Penelope's room. And you're all in the hotel, to whatever extent you may be, unless you want to be anywhere else.
Nobel, I'm getting an error every time I go to try and click on my character.
What's it saying?
You
The
left
script
the
error
game.
bracket or parentheses. I left the game.
You're disconnected, I think.
Yeah, it looks like you've disconnected.
I reconnected them.
What's it saying?
Again? It says string error bracket string. Oh, sorry, script error bracket string quotation campaigns / scripts / character sheets _client _entity dot lu quotation bracket 15 request identity semicolon specified identity already requested.
Huh.
Move on, or clear the ownership and let him try to take it over.
Let's try that. Take a look now.
Nope. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to try and reconnect.
He was connected. Just not to his character. Tanya, roll an investigation check. You kind of tinker around with Scout for a little bit, trying to figure out. You're like very curious of what this Rosie does, and then all of a sudden, like a little hologram pops up. It's like almost like its own little minor illusion, and it has a kind of a design for Rosie. It's a very complex design, but basically, you gather what Rosie does is Rosie is like almost like an exosuit you can wear that converts you into a ball as well, so you can use it as like a transportation device. When it because not transporting you, it is also a defender. So basically, it's like your defender pet.
Okay.
But it can also wrap around you into a sphere and transport you as like a mount.
And these are the schematics for it?
It's not more or less the schematics. It's just kind of like the general image of what the design looks like.
Okay.
Like, I want one of them.
Kind of really does that.
It looks like, from what you basically understand, it can make you very, very fast. And help protect you. So do you convince Ari to go to, well, obviously Ari's reconnecting, but do you allow them to convince you to go to the fortune teller?
Do it.
At this point, you're all kind of a little bit tipsy or tired. So if anyone wants to go to the fortune teller,
Jason wants to go to the fortune teller.
I've used this fortune teller like 4 or 5 times in the campaigns, and it is some of the best moments you get. So up to you.
It's so good. It's so worth it.
If people are saying fortune teller, I'm interested.
All right, I'm going to go to the restroom real quick and grab a beer. I'll be right back. So whoever wants to go, we're going to move back to the other map.
Okay.
I'll put whoever wants. Actually, I'll put you all in there because no one's down in the basement. There's also a top level and potentially even other levels if you're also interested in more casino stuff. But probably not tonight. Let me grab... Where's the fucking map?
If only there was a teleportation circle to here.
You have no idea.
Could come play.
Oh,
You get the feeling that High Elf was the proprietor.
Mm-hmm.
There's the casino. All right. So, let me go ahead and move all of you. Just for shits and giggles, Jamal, Jason, Leah.
Jokes on Jalal, I would have joined you guys in the first place because I bled with Jasper. So.
Jalal's not a part of the party.
Oh, he
Jalal's
paid me.
He's also the one who paid your entry fee.
Mm-hmm.
He is a NPC. They can fill you in what Jalal's from later. Jalal's from a allied faction of yours at the moment, but not always such.
He's from the north.
All right, I'll be right back. All of you are now on that map. So anyone who wants to go to the fortune teller, I'll move my arrow. It is actually right here, where that 20-foot blue arrow is. I'll be right back.
Theris, you want to get in on this?
He'll be there. I don't know if I want to get into anything like that yet.
Are you sure?
See, y'all can definitely go first.
I'm not actually going to get mine done. I'm just here to observe.
Jason will go first. Jason will also attempt to drag Ari along.
That's a bad choice.
somehow.
Trust me, of everyone here, you need the most clarity.
I'll go first so you don't feel
I
nervous.
guess I'm just worried about what I might see.
Well, who knows? They might be a sham.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, who's going first?
Jason is going first.
I believe.
And maybe Ari did get dragged along.
Oh yeah.
I take it they could give you a choice.
Nope.
All right, Jason.
It's one of those choices where both options lead to the same result.
You look inside, and there's a woman. Her face hidden. You can see her eyes. But other than that, she's covered. And a crystal ball in front of her. Please, sit.
Jason sits.
She goes ahead. It's like, that will be 10 gold pieces, please.
He,
You have 10 gold.
okay, hands are 10 gold.
Very well. She puts her left hand on your right hand, and she puts her right hand and your left hand on the orb. And she kind of focuses. And you watch as she kind of puts her hands back to the side as you kind of withdraw your hands and watch as the orb begins to glow. A bright white. What do you do?
You said a bright light?
A bright white. So you can see in the orb, but it's just like roll a perception check. It's hard to make out. It's like you should be able to see something. It's just white, though.
What does this mean?
You see her eyes are kind of like have gone white themselves as her mouth opens up. Touch the orb.
Touch the orb?
Her crystal ball.
Jason touches the crystal ball.
You touch it. It's cold to the touch, and you are no longer in the casino. You are in the middle of a frosty wasteland.
Jason looks around.
You look around, and at first you see nothing. And you begin to get cold. You begin to move. It's so cold. You just sit down for a second to rest your eyes. And you hear crunching in the snow. Your eyes open to see a warrior standing before you. Roll a history check with advantage. You're so cold. You can barely recognize this individual. But a human man walks up next to him. He's still alive. This one's still alive. Bring him back, Grunkum. We'll bring him to the others. You see this large orc pick you up, and you immediately recognize now, after he kind of removes his helmet, this is Grunkum. To his side, you see him carrying a large, fine, two-handed warhammer, wreathed in cold. and you just kind of get led through the snow. You're not sure how long. And eventually you come to a wall of ice. However, there's a very distinct crack in this ice with like a 20-foot opening in it. As you walk into it, you wake back up in the casino. And her eyes go back to their typical. Roll a perception check really quick. You notice as her eyes kind of come back, she has 2 sets of eyelids. Almost serpentine in nature.
Like one horizontal and one vertical, or both? Mm.
She says, I hope your reading was informative. I do not get to see them. I just simply make the connection.
There's my cousin.
Oh, hopefully good news, I hope.
Eh. I'll send in the next one.
All right, who's going next? That will be 10 gold pieces, my dear.
Sure, 10 gold. Right on the table.
All right. Very similar occurrence. However, when this crystal ball glows, a very clear image comes before you. You see a training hall. A familiar master.
She's slightly sweating now.
Do you touch the orb?
If I'm told to, then yes.
As you touch the orb, you're transported into your training hall. However, there's nobody here.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna search the place if I can. Where am I stuck here?
As you go to search, roll an investigation check.
Oh great, I'm not great at those.
You find a letter sitting on top of a small little chest.
Uh-huh.
Sora,
Yeah?
gone to the hidden city. Must see for myself. Try not to fuck anything up while I'm gone. Very strange letter, even from your master.
Yeah.
You open the box?
Yeah.
As you open the box, you see your master's eyes in the box before you. Just the eyes. Freshly plucked.
What was that?
You see eyeballs in the box.
Okay.
Your master's eyeballs. Very easy to recognize, but they belong in his head. They should not be in this box.
Yep. Just I'm gonna slam those shut.
As you slam the lid shut, you're back in the casino. How was your reading, dear?
Um
Not good, I take it.
uh
Here.
unclear.
She slides over like a little pouch of herbal tea to you. It'll help you process.
I'll take that.
It's very herbal tea, don't worry.
Yes. Sora looks considerably more worried now.
Who's next?
Jasper walks up.
All right, Jasper. You walk in. It'll be 10 gold pieces, my dear.
I turn around. Walk out.
You hear ching, 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 drop
Take a
down.
deep breath.
My fairy little godmother or godfather.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's a shit starter.
Get your sweet ass over here.
I swagger in and I kind of not flash my ass, but definitely linger there for a second.
Roll a persuasion check.
And then sit down.
You kind of sit there. This woman kind of looks at you, and out of spite, you watch as she removes her face coverings. This is the most beautiful woman you have ever seen. Come, my friend. Her eyes look a little weird.
Also, I get the feeling.
Um,
So Jasper didn't select hard.
He did not, but in the casino, apparently he does well, especially after a night of being a champion. So come, my friend. Sit. This one's on the house.
Thank you.
She begins the ceremony as the orb glows. A very green, lush environment. What do? You touch the orb?
Yes, a touch.
You touch the orb, and you're in a very humid place. You're not 100% sure where. Roll a perception check. It appears to be some sort of jungle. You're on like this large temple structure within a jungle.
Is it a new temple, well maintained? Does it look broken
It's
down?
very old, but very fancy looking. You see several people with eyes very similar to the fortune teller. And you kind of get like this third party camera view that just goes throughout this tunnel as you kind of have an outer body experience. Going into this very large temple and descending down into a deep, deep pit. As you descend, the environment changes though. It gets cold and you see snow. You kind of like shake it off and you're somewhere in a snowy area now. And you see across the field from you an armored combatant, large, with a large black freighted warhammer. You stand with your items, apparently ready to square off with this champion. And then you snap out of it and wake up.
I ask, who was that? What was that?
Sorry, my friend, I don't see. I just help channel.
Does this help me see my future, or does it help me see my past?
Everything. So don't worry about the past. It cannot be changed. But look to your future. Like, I sense you have a very interesting future. Just don't waste it. She kind of leans up and kisses you on the cheek. Next!
Shuffle out, confused, frightened, and excited at the same time.
Aurelia, who's coming in next?
All yours.
Huddleback.
Very bit teary-eyed and shaky will step in.
You see this beautiful woman sitting before you. Hello, dear.
Hello.
And she waves her hand and the door closes behind you. May I ask you a question?
And she'll take a seat.
Yeah.
Do we know one another? I feel very connected with you.
Does she look familiar to her?
No.
Sorry, I don't think I've ever met you before.
My apologies. Please.
I'm a traveling musician, so you may have seen me.
I don't get out much. I spend most of my time here. However, you seem so familiar. Well, let's begin. Please, my treat. Is there anything specifically you'd like to know about, my dear? I feel you are very distressed.
Yes, someone very dear to me has been taken, and
I understand this pain. My family has disowned me, so I seek asylum here, far from my home.
I'm sorry to hear that.
One gets used to it, but there are worse places to be. It's secure, safe. I'm well taken care of. So let me take care of you. What can I help you with?
That's good.
The fate of myself and Taft.
And she kind of begins focusing on the orb. As your orb begins to glow. You touch it?
If instructed to, yeah, she'll place a hand.
Alright, as you touch the orb, your vision shifts.
Taking.
And you kind of see Death training in a training hall of some sort. A center, kind of, almost like two ovals of a design. The center filled with sand, the outer area filled with pebbles and pillars. And you just see Death practicing with a spear and a shield. Long, long hours just practicing. Kind of sits down. You watch Death grabs out an orb from his pocket. You don't see what is in the orb he's watching, but you just kind of see a smile on his face. As he takes the orb, he kind of puts it back in his pocket. He goes back to practicing. Eventually, there's actually 6 doors in this room, 5 normal doors and a very large gate. Deft walks to one and opens it up, and it appears to be a bedroom. You watch as Deft puts the orb in a drawer, and kind of just lays down and kind of just sits there and stares at the ceiling as your vision kind of hues and fades.
Which state of deft is it?
Just looks like Deft. He's got a black arm, but other than that, it looks like Deft. Typical, normal Deft.
Like the one she had seen from her visions?
Yeah, the one with just Deft with a black arm. But then your vision fades. And you look. You're kind of up in the sky, and it's the perspective of the small tiefling child on top of a dragon. You watch as roll a history
Silver
check.
Dragon?
Silver dragon with a black hooded individual standing behind you. You watch from a third party perspective as this girl casts an unrecognizable fire spell that lays waste to a large part of whatever this structure is that's in front of her. You see several soldiers destroyed and just fire everywhere. And then you see a green light. And standing on the walls of the barricade to the floor, these individuals, you see Soren alone. And then your vision ends. As you come to, her eyes are still white. There's.
Yes.
You feel an unnatural draw bringing you to the fortune teller. You don't even know it's the fortune teller until you start walking and see your group sitting over there.
Have I felt like this before? Do I know what's pulling me, or is it just that?
No, it's just like this unnatural pull you've never felt before.
Everybody look normal. Everybody looks cool with my group.
Everyone except for Leah looks completely stressed out.
Ooh.
Go sit beside her. Everything okay?
They got their fortunes told. I don't know if they liked what they saw. They'll get over it.
Oh. You're going to the fortune teller now, too.
Sensation from the door. Ari, you awaken and she's almost in a seizure state at this point. What do you do?
She's going to immediately run over. We need help in here?
There's, you hear her screaming for help.
I'll run.
You run and you see Ari kind of holding this woman that's having a seizure at the moment.
I come sliding down beside her, checking her, see if I can figure out what's wrong.
As you touch her,
she's already
you watch
dead.
as her hand reaches up and grabs the side of your face. As you see some images.
This is the fortune teller woman?
Mm-hmm. You watch as you're quickly, through a third party perspective, flying over the ocean. You see yourself leaving this continent, flying across the ocean, flying across the land. Roll a history check as you're flying. Okay. You don't really recognize it, but you kind of are following along like main transportation stream, so you kind of get a general idea of where you're going. You're somewhere on the eastern side of Arcadia, and you kind of come to an image of just fog, and you kind of travel through this fog and just stop. And you hear a voice. Welcome. And the fog kind of clears. And you see a large citadel on a mountainside. It reaches from the ground all the way up the side of the mountain, probably extending another 100 feet above this tall mountain. And then you wake up. And her eyes go back to normal.
She's not in a seizure anymore?
Yeah, she shakes out of it.
She seems
Thank
okay
you,
otherwise?
Taylor. Seems so. I'm sorry, sometimes this happens. I just need to take a breath for a minute. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll help her up.
Damn, I was
I'll
hoping she
help
was
her to a
dying.
chair.
I was going to take her soul and get her power.
Oh, don't worry about this one.
Bad there.
Wow.
She
We
just,
could have
That's
had
me
her
as a player, not necessarily the character.
We could have had our own fortune teller.
she's like, I think I have one more appointment for the evening. Thank you again, all. Dear. Yes, dear, come in.
Who's she talking to?
You.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Oh no, I don't need
Yeah.
my fortune told. I already know
hands
what's in
on
store for me.
shoulder.
Yep,
No,
for
no, no.
sure.
I really.
Nope.
Can't run
Only
away.
fair.
Should have gone to bed.
Shit starter.
Come, my dear, come. No concerns.
All right.
We won't be listening in.
As everyone puts their ear to the door.
The temptation to do so is high, but
I'm not gonna hear anything.
yeah, that's the thing.
Ghost. And she shuts the door behind you. You could let down your illusion, dear. I understand.
Oh, it's all right. I'm more comfortable this way.
Just because, as you wish, and you kind of watch as she kind of moves her hand down her face, and you see his slight scales begin to appear on parts of her skin. But just know you're safe here. No
It is
judgment.
appreciated.
So, what is it that you wish to know about my dear?
I don't particularly need to know my future per se, but I do have a friend I've been out of touch with. I would love to know if he's still alive.
What? I think I could probably help with that.
Then by all means, and I put a platinum on the table.
You watch as she goes ahead, connects you with the orb. You see a luminescent light coming from the crystal ball.
I touch it.
As you flash forward, you see Zed performing on stage.
How does he look?
Very fine rendition of the Three Little Pigs. Tired and worn. Looks like he hasn't been getting probably enough to eat, but he survives. As you're sitting there watching, he kind of turns. Leah. Leah.
Sadak,
You are Devin. Do not worry about me. My time is done. Your time is just beginning.
we are far from Devins now, my friend. I will come for you. Just wait. I promise.
I will be okay. I worry about you, my friend. You do not know what your family plots. You need to prepare all of the people.
Prepare how? Prepare what? What is happening?
The reckoning of the drow will come. No one can stop them now. They have imprisoned many of the deities of the drow from many worlds. You must prepare. You must learn. You must grow.
I will, Sadak. I will.
He kind of like reaches up and touches the side of your face. Do not return here. Maybe they will overlook you.
Like you can stop me. Be safe, my friend. Be safe, please.
Watch out for the black skulls. And you wake up. Her eyes kind of return back to snaky normal.
That was enlightening. Appreciated.
Have a good evening, dear.
You as well.
Alright. He watches Leah walks out. Everyone's a little bit pale at this point.
I mean, Irie was pale to begin with.
Sure. Do you all retire for the evening?
Let's go to bed.
Yup.
Yes, take your time. Return to your rooms. Just take the time to process the day. But you've already long rested. You guys rest through the night, wake up the following morning. You all wake up for breakfast. Feeling better than you did the night before. What do you all wish to do? You have a little bit of time before you head off into your teleportation.
Tanya's gonna go look for alchemists.
I need some paper and ink.
Jasper's gonna look for Taylor.
Are we all gathered together for breakfast, or?
You guys all gather together for a quick breakfast in the morning.
We're in a good sized town, correct?
You're in an okay town. You're technically outside of the walls of the city, but you're like right outside the walls of the city, so you can easily gain access. So
if there's any place, basically, I'm going to look for any kind of ritual spells or anything like that might be available.
okay, so there's good generic supplies available from most places. As you guys do inquire about things that are magical, you are all forwarded to the exact same store, the Third Eye.
During breakfast, Ari's gonna pull out the mirror and attempt to contact Sarn.
All right, so you go ahead and grab the mirror to contact Soren.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as individual you're not familiar with picks up the mirror. Hello?
Hello?
Holy shit, this thing is awesome! Are you real?
What?
Who are you?
Oh, I am a steward of Southern Gangcaster. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. Is Sarn around?
Sorry, I'm not sure who that is. Can you describe the individual?
How did you get that mirror?
I don't know how to tell you this, my friend. But, the owner of this mirror is dead.
Oh.
He fell in the Battle of the South. He fought bravely.
Can you describe what he looked like?
He gives a 100% accurate description of Soren. He fought bravely against the enemy wizards, and he was successful, but at the cost of his life.
Her demeanor kind of saddens.
Oh,
Understandable.
thank you for letting me know.
My apologies. Your friend was very brave.
That he was.
So yes, Soren has officially died.
Which one?
You're Soren.
R.I.P.
Sucks.
He was the only third party other than the troops they had that stayed behind.
No, so she'll end the call and put the mirror away. Turn to the
Fair
others.
So, it would seem Sarn has passed.
What, the funky wizard with the blue hair?
That's
Oh,
Allie.
oh. Doesn't Soren have blue hair too?
Soren has brown hair.
I thought he had blue hair.
It's Allie. Only Allie has blue hair.
Okay. The
Blue
funky
dragon.
wizard with the brown hair. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, and he owed me a favor too. Whatever. Man's dead.
Jalal kind of just looks at all of you. It's a very unfortunate day, but we have work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Have all of you completed your task? And then, because they're basically doing the shopping they want to do before we teleport to another plane.
Yeah, I wanted to grab some paper. Or wait,
Alright,
did I
so-
grab paper at the Golden Purge?
I thought you did.
I think I did. Okay. Then I would have spent
Never have too much paper.
extra time in the morning copying down one of my spells to my spellbook.
Okay. Anyone else? Chop. Potion.
I want to head to an alchemist.
What are you looking for? Oh, roll an intelligence check.
I prefer saves over checks.
I'm sure you do, but you don't get to roll one. Not well at the moment.
Are there any mining? There's no mining around this town, is there?
Not specifically this town. They're kind of like a coastal trade town. There are some towns to the north that have a little bit more of that type of function.
All right, she's still gonna go to the alchemist. See if the alchemist might know anything, because that's making stuff still.
You search for word of an alchemist. You don't really get much. You also get directed to the third eye.
Okay.
Alright. So I think everything most people are looking for is at the third eye at this point, unless you want to go anywhere else. Alright.
I don't.
You guys approach. It seems like a friendly cottage style shop. What do you want to do?
Any magical bows?
You go into the shop?
Yeah.
You just walk in? There's no one in this shop. There's a bell on the counter, though.
Jason will push the bell.
Ding ding! After about 10 seconds, you feel a cold breeze from underneath the door in the back. You hit the door. Well, now walks an old man. Very fine trimmed beard. I need Ferris and Ari to roll history checks. Of course. Ferris rolled a natural 19.
Wow.
Ari, you don't pick up on this Ferris. You kind of look at this individual. This is like a very clean cut version of Burrs. One of the many Sorens. The individual kind of like leans in. What can I help you with? And that's where we'll end tonight.
Okay.
Ooh.
Born reborn.
One of the older ones. Or at least they look older.
Mm. So
your Soren was the oldest, but he died in the battle.
So my vision, the note said gone to the which city? Hidden city?
The hidden city.
Okay. I don't like that he's not there, though.
What about his eyes in the box, though? Isn't that more concerning?
No. I'm not happy that he's not there. That means one of two things. And I'm not happy about one of
Either
those.
he's turned himself into a mimic again, lost his eyes in himself, or
No.
Man, I didn't have to whip out the map. I actually have time to decorate it for next week now.
Yay.
I built Tatesha's house.
You get to hide all the terrible things that are going to hurt us in it.
I'm just saying, we need a bag of holding.
Air quotes.
We do.
Air quotes, yes.
Ari might be allowed in there.
Perhaps. But I built it. I actually made a map for it in case we needed it tonight. We didn't, but
Hurrah.
Yeah.
it's built.
Can't wait to see it.
It's not necessarily causation, but I've noticed that while my internet was acting up, it seemed to act up less when James did not have his camera on.
Yeah, video feeds take a little bit more bandwidth. Not a lot more, but they do take some more.
Yeah, I think next time that I'm having issues, I may bring that up to him, ask him to, turn that off.
Could be. It could be all the shots you made him drink too. He literally drank all the alcohol he had because we rolled so many 20s in once. So yeah, if anyone needs any other type of shopping, you can essentially more or less do it. Magic item shopping will be next time though.
As a monk, I have no idea any mundane items that I want.
Well, the good news is I have to look at something for you. I got Jasper covered. I think I have to look at something for Dark because I typically give each of you like a rare item because we're level 12. But I'll have to pick up something greater for you.
Yeah, just pick something random. I honestly cannot think of anything.
I thought I picked something for you.
Other than that helmet teleportation, which you flat out said no.
Yeah. I'm not giving you a level 7 spell on
multiple charges.
Nope.
Who's in the right mind thought that should be a rare or something?
It can be an item. It has its places, but like as a grand example, that's the spell that got you here from Jalal. I forget how many charges that helmet gets to.
If I remember.
It's a lot. Better than usual.
Typing. Damn it.
You have a week to plan before we go raid a Witch's Private Sanctuary.
Oh joy.
This is not
I bring